he would give black people all this stuff in the hospital. But black people would cure themselves, and he couldn't understand what happened. After all the stuff he put them through, black people would go home on the weekend and come back rejuvenated. And he couldn't understand what was going on. He figured out that black people was healing themselves through the music.
Where do we go? Who knows? But each day gets better. I just can't let her go. Oh no. Each kiss gets sweeter. I just can't leave her. No. I'll write a song. I've thought about it for far too long.
Alright, peace, what it is. So I tweeted this the other day talking about vinyl records, and I was just bringing up an old lecture of Bobby Hemmett, and he said how they replace CDs. They replace vinyl records with CDs, because CDs are holograms. And since vinyl records are made out of carbon, and the diamond on the needle is carbon, so it's carbon on carbon. So Bobby's point was how we used to basically heal ourselves listening to the music. And this picture was cool, just in case you've never seen this before. I guess the needle going through the ridges on the vinyl is pretty cool. I think it's what it said, 100 times, 1,000 times. What did it say? 1,000 times. Yeah, microscope, magnification. So anyway, if you want to see an actual lecture, because he did a couple of them, but here's one of them. Show you this real quick.
What he figured out that it wasn't just the music that was healing themselves off of. Your melanin, the melanin, which is a multi-rhythmic energy. He realized that they was healing themselves off of albums or records. Before you had CDs, you had albums. An album is a black piece of vinyl. If you go to any plastic place or any type of tire place, when they make rubber tires, the rubber plant is white. They have to cook the tire down to get it to darkness. When you cook something down, you bring out its most carbonated form. You understand what I'm saying? The vinyl, they used to cook the plastic down till it turns real dark, like it's black. You see what I'm saying? Then, an album is a recording that has grooves on it. You can feel it, if you remember, you can feel the music on it with your hand. It was a black granite strip of carbon, which is the same as the melanin in you, which is carbon. Then, an album was played by, if it was an expensive thing, it was played by a diamond needle, and a diamond is what? Crystallized carbon. Or a sapphire, which is a form of mineral, or some type of metal, or some type of rock or whatever, or stone, which is still carbon. So the music in the albums and stuff, when you used to put it on, it used to doggone heal you, because it was the same energy as the melanin going straight into you. And it would heal you. Because you created the music because it was coming from out of here. So what they had to do when the 90s came in 1990, when they officially stopped albums. They had a few after that, you use DJs, you can get them, but they only released a few after 1990. But I'm saying as far as the major production albums like CDs, they cut them out in 1990. And the reason why is because a CD is a hologram. It's a recording taken from somewhere and put into a hologram, and it's played by a laser. It's not the same as an actual recording, which is a pressing.
Alright, so yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So I shared that first because I'm gonna bring that back to something that this video is really about. But before I go there, I want to share my mistake I've been making. That I can't believe I really made this mistake, and it's been bothering me for about a month now. I was debating on how I was going, you know, acknowledge this mistake publicly, I suppose. But anyway, these two memes I made right here, right? I got this from the Encyclopedia of Biblica something. I can't remember what. And this I got this from you know what? You know I think about it, and I can't remember where I basically, long story short, I can't remember where I got these from. It's two different dictionaries, but I'm kind of thinking they may be the same. I think this is after I downloaded it, and this one I just had it off the free site or whatever. But anyway, now this one got me because it says see more, right? And I jumped to conclusions, assumed that was about the people, obviously. And the same thing here, but it didn't occur to me that it got a comma right here and it's a Hindu mythology right there. And it really, really, really bothered me that I made that mistake, because what that is really referencing is this book right here. I can't, I really feel stupid. It really, 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 really pisses me off that I made this mistake. But anyway, I gotta be real with myself and who, the people I'm speaking to on my videos. So this is the author. His name is Edward Moore, and it was written in 1810. And it's his book. It's called the Hindu Pantheon. And me just being overzealous with my researching things, trying to find direct links so I can like kill these stupid conversations about who people were and all that. But if you know your history, if you know the history, you know the Mayans were the Olmecs. The Olmecs were Phoenicians. Phoenicians were Carthaginians. Carthaginians was Moors. The Nagas were the Amarus. The Amaru was the serpent. Moors, Amaru. So it's the same people. But I be trying to find a direct link so I can like try to quickly in these little conversations and arguments that we have online. And sometimes I get overzealous, and that was one of them cases. So I messed that up, and I apologize if I misled anybody.
Do well to mind your tongue, Moore.
Now, on to the topic of this video, and that's this right here, which was the meme of this. I mean, the thumbnail of this video. Now, I'm finna show you how astrology really works and what astrology really is, and how the Earth really is, and how the sun really works, etc., etc., etc. With this picture right here and your imagination. You gotta have an imagination. If you can't close your eyes and see things in your head, imagine things, then you ain't gonna get nowhere in this video. And you probably ain't even went this far anyway. So anyway, and the reason why I opened with the record player with Bobby Hemmitt was because, you know what I'm saying, it's analogous to what I'm gonna show you. So before I go there, I want to show you this right here from this book, Richard Noon's book, Ice, the Ultimate Disaster, right? This page right here, it says, it seems that to begin to understand any of the ancient mysteries, one must belong to one of them. For example, writers on Freemasonry state that to understand their mysteries, one must belong to the order, if only because the actual experience is more important and significant than merely academic knowledge. This would be in keeping with ancient wisdom beliefs. Listen, that there was something to be known in the mysteries, secrets or mysteries into which it was possible to be initiated, and that when certain, listen, this is the point, this is the whole point, when certain areas of the brain are stimulated by the secret processes of the mysteries, the consciousness of man is extended, and he is permitted to behold what he does not normally see. Okay, let me reread that part so you understand what I'm saying. This would keep him with the ancient wisdom beliefs that there was something to be known in the mysteries, secrets, or mysteries into which it was possible to be initiated, and that when certain areas of the brain are stimulated by the secret processes of the mysteries, the consciousness of man is extended, and he is permitted to behold what he does not normally see. You understand? When you get certain information, you know what I'm saying? Once your eyes is open, you cannot close them. You've heard these things, right? When the light comes on in the dark, the dark scatters. You understand what I'm saying? The main thing people say is why they lie. Why would they lie to you? why they do this, blah 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 blah. The point is to keep certain information from you, so you know how they tell us we only use 10% of our brain. It's because we're not even imagining other possibilities in our reality. You know what I'm saying? So we shut down certain areas within our brain, and that's just what I'm saying. When the areas of the brain are stimulated by secret processes of the mysteries. All right. So if they tell you, when they bring it back to the main topic, if they tell you that you flying through Earth, right? I mean, flying through Earth, flying through space, right? You some insignificant being that just came about some random evolution, like hold on.
They didn't migrate, say, let's go to Europe. The Earth goes through various stages. It's going through a warm stage, okay? It was maybe an early, what they call global warming during that time period, okay? So they migrated there, but what happened, an ice age came. The Grimaldis had a chance, as they were called anthropologically speaking, Grimaldis. They could either survive or die. What did they do? They went into caves. They went into caves. But when they came out that caves, they lost their melanin. Again, they had to live in the ice climate, and this is what created the Cro-Magnon man. The Cro-Magnon man is the European man.
Okay, so you heard that. So does that make sense to y'all? Okay, they go in the caves. Okay, this is what I tweeted. I say no. Caves don't change genetics, because they differ by genetically, with the Neanderthal. Caves don't make people just grow Neanderthal genes. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the mall. He said these comedic scholars are full of shit, right? Okay. So, that ideology right there goes along with evolution. You understand what I'm saying? People evolved out of monkeys. It's came from nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? If they can keep you thinking in that ideology, you never open up your brain to the possibility that you are basically God's son. God's son, S-U-N. All right, so now the main point. This is the flat Earth, right? And here's North America, South America, Africa, Eurasia, okay, Pacific Ocean, so you can get oriented to what I'm finna tell you. So you got to use your imagination here. All right, here's Florida, you see, so that's New York, right? And then to the east we go, and then Africa. West is California, right? Russia's here. All right. So you understand the sun is going like this, is what I'm telling you. The earth isn't moving. The sun is moving over the earth, right? Now, flat earthers understand this. So y'all just already peep where I'm going. But those who don't, this is the flat earth ideology, one of them. Because apparently there's multiple ones or whatever. I don't know. All right, but this is the one that makes sense to me. And I'm just showing you, and that was my whole point, showing you the mistake I made at the beginning. It's just what I believe to be true. I could be wrong. If I am, I'll find out, like I did earlier with that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I showed at the beginning. So what I'm telling you is, this is the belief. You want to look up Aries failure of I think it's 1871. I could be wrong on the year, but I'm pretty sure it's around that time. Then the Michelson-Morley experiment. Okay, look these things up, and they'll show you that the stars are going around us. And then Michelson Gale experiment, I believe. I'll put it up on the screen. I'll find it when I do this, after I edit this video. That experiment proved that there's an ether. Now, Einstein's special relativity states that there isn't an ether. Okay, just FYI. His theory says it isn't, but the Michelson-Sagnac experiment proves it is, of 35, I believe. Could be wrong on a year. It could have been 1915. Oh, either way, I'm going to put it on the screen. Now, the point is that the things up in the sky are going around us. This is also proven. You can prove this to yourself right now by looking up the swastika sign. The swastika, the original swastika, is what we know today as the Big Dipper that goes around the North Pole throughout the year. You understand what I'm saying? They've been doing this for thousands of years. That's why we have the swastika sign. Okay, it's not an evil Hitler thing. Hitler and them adopted it. It's from ancient times. It's ancient so-called black folk stuff. Now, if we understand, that means that everything above us, these stars, the planets, the sun, and the moon, is going around us. We're not going around it. That would mean that these things were created for you. So that would mean you are what is most important down here, not, whether an asteroid is gonna come out of nowhere and kill everybody. That type of stuff doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of studies into a lot of things that they deemed natural disasters may have been ancient wars between high civilizations, high societies back in the day that we just don't believe we descend from. But this is what it is. Now, anyway, okay, so rant over. Now the sun is going around the earth like this. Okay, it's spiraling. Now that should hit home. The golden ratio. If you don't know the golden ratio, the golden spiral, the golden mean, was it 1.618, 1 to 1.618. Look that up. It's in your DNA. It's in the spiral of your ear. The coils of our hair, our so-called dreadlocks. All right. I'm trying to say this. I'm trying to go kind of fast. Y'all just keep y'all. You know what I'm saying? Get the point. We get this video done now. So the sun is going like this, right? And then when it hits the outer rim, it goes no further and it comes back in. All right. Now what I'm describing to you is what is called in mythology the cosmic breath. Okay, it's a going out and a coming in, a going out, and it's what we call a year cycle. All right. So if you know the if you look up the Tropic of Cancer, it's gonna tell you that it's about 23 degrees latitude. I think latitude is east and west. I get them two mixed up. You can go look that up. I might put it on the screen. I don't know. Okay, so it's 23 degrees latitude, whichever one that goes east and west, and then the Tropic of Cancer, the Tropic of Capricorn is 23 degrees south. You know what I'm saying? Basically the exact opposite over the equator. And the equator is obviously like 0 degrees. And it's roughly about right here. Now I got this map right here, this flat earth map from the UN flag. FY. Okay. I just took off the sides and added this little spring on the side so I can prove my point. Now what we know as planets, or what we know as astrology signs, are really bands of energy above us. I would imagine they correspond to the dome supposedly that goes over the flat Earth, right? Okay, so it's the band of energy that or the cycle of energy that the sun makes, right, during a given time. Now, what do I mean? Now, the Cancer, we know the tropical Cancer. What they call the tropical Cancer is up here. You know what I'm saying? So the sun, when the sun is in Cancer, it's right above North America, and when it's in Leo, it's right above. That's why that's summertime for us. Summer, winter. I mean, what is it? Late June, June, like it be. I'm trying to go fast. Late June, July, and August, right? That's Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. Okay, so the sun is right here, and it's spinning outward as it goes. Okay, look east to west, right? It's what we experience. And if you go outside right now, that the sun it's in Sagittarius. If you pay attention, you look now, you'll know in 6 months the sun is further south when it sets versus where it is in the summer, because it's going. I mean, we know the sun goes south in the summer, right? They tell us it's because we spinning or we going around the sun and all this, right? That's not what it is. The sun isn't that big, and it's going over us like this. So when it spirals out, it's winter time for us because it's further away from us up here in North America. You see what I'm saying? But that's why it's summertime for them down here, because it's right above their heads. And then so let me go back. So it starts at Cancer and it spirals out like this. So this band right here corresponds to Cancer and Leo, right? Because it goes around like this. Then it hits Virgo, and then it's about right here, right? And then it spirals out and it hits Libra. It's about right here. and spirals out and it hits Scorpio. It's about right here. Then it spirals out and it hits Sag. It's about right here. See? Then it hits Capricorn. And what happens in Capricorn? He's resurrected. The sun's resurrected, right? So then it hits this ring. And then when it starts to come back, that's when it hits Aquarius. You see what I'm saying? So it's coming back. Now see, it's in the same band it was when it was in Sagittarius. But now it's in Pisces. Why? Why? Because now it's coming downward. Instead of with Sagittarius, it was going outward. You see? You see? You understand? But it's the same band of energy. And this is why Jupiter rules Sagittarius and Pisces. And the same thing with this one. It hit this outer, hit Capricorn. Hold on, get my mouse together. It hit Capricorn out here, and then that's when it died, right? And it hit the 3 days. And then it starts to slowly come back, and it's in the same band, but it's going a different way. See, first it was going out Capricorn, dies and coming back. Now it's in Aquarius coming back. Same band of energy, but going a different direction. So we call that Saturn. See, we say the Saturn rules Capricorn and Aquarius. So like I said, it was right here going outward in Sag. Now it's coming back Pisces. So we call that Jupiter. So bam, now Pisces, it hits Aries, right? And it's crossing over the equator. Here's the equator, roughly. Okay, so here's Aries. So bam, it's hitting Aries coming this way, but it's in that same band it was in when it was going that way, right? It was Scorpio. You understand what I'm saying? Because it was going that way, but Mars rules Aries and Scorpio. So now it's coming back, and now we in the Venus band, what we call Venus, right? And it's over Taurus, but it was Libra last time. You see how it lines up, and then it comes back Gemini, and that's what a Virgo was. Gemini is going back this way, coming inward. Virgo was going outward. You see? And that's why it's the opposite sides of the signs. I mean, of the planets. You see what I'm saying? Then it comes back into Cancer, born again, Leo, the strongest, right above us, right? And then come back out. And that's the cycle of life. So you see, when it's coming back down this way, right? It's Capricorn to Cancer. See, Capricorn to Cancer, right? And then when it's going up, I should have put the arrow on this side, put the down arrow on that side. My bad. But when it's going up, it's Cancer, Leo, and it's going up. You see, and we talking spinning outward, and then hit the rim, which is Antarctica, and then it comes back inward. And ain't that what we experience? What we experience in life, the spiral, right? And that's the needle playing on the record, baby. The diamond in the sky, right? The sun. You see what I'm saying? And then if you really get to the science of it, the energy is really being drawn out of the earth. It's not really the sun giving off any energy. It's the energy of the earth being drawn out by the sun. The sun is a magnifying glass or a diamond, huh? Man, I hope you sat back through this video and had a little patience with me. I appreciate it. But another thing, last thing I want to show you, just to kind of prove a little point, just to make it quick. Does Antarctica on average is the coldest, driest, windiest, and has the highest elevation above all continents. That's my point. I ain't want to make no big long drawn out thing of it. You can look it up and just back up what I'm saying. Antarctica is the highest continent because it surrounds our flat Earth. Okay. So I hope I made a point there. Peace and love. Y'all take it easy.